Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel for the first time. Either way, thank you for being here. So let's get right into it. We are asking how they are currently feeling about you. Again, this is the current energy. Energy is very fluid. It could change. So we are tapping in. Remember, this is also a timeless reading. So the messages should resonate at the time that you come across this reading, okay? We are going to use a different tarot deck for each of the readings, and we're going to start with a pull from the Tarot of the Pyramids, just to get an overall energy check of how this person is feeling when it comes to you. Keep in mind, this could be any type of romantic connection, whether you're with this person or not. Then we're going to get into a couple of the oracles, and we're going to end with some advice, of course. So let's get into the pile selection for today. So pile one, we are using this type of jasper rock. And we are going to be using the Cozy Witch Tarot today for your reading, pile one, with the jasper, piece of jasper. Okay. For pile two, we have this piece of unakite. It's like very subtle hints of pink or peach. It's hard to, but it's really pretty. It's very mossy looking. I thought it was fitting because for your reading today, we will be using the Wizard of Oz tarot deck, pile two. And again, with the unakite rock or stone. So the Wizard of Oz with the piece of unakite for pile two. For pile three, we have this piece of euperlite, which I guess is a type of sodalite. Learning more about rocks, guys, and gems and crystals for the channel. It's not always my go-to though. Of course, I lean more toward the tarot. So we have the Dungeons and Dragons for you, pile three. And again, we are using the euperlite crystal for our reading today. So I hear the beautiful bird in the background. So Dungeons and Dragons with the euperlite, pile three. So feel free to pause at this time. Check the description box if you need to jump right to the reading or the pile that you are mostly resonating with. Also, all the descriptions of the oracle and the tarot decks that I'm using are in the description as well. So without further ado, I will see you at your reading. How are they currently feeling about you? Let's find out. Bye, guys. Hey guys, and welcome to your reading. So if you chose this type of piece of jasper, and or if you chose the Cozy Witch Tarot deck, then this is your reading today. Pile one, and we are asking how the person on your mind is currently feeling about you. We are going to pull a card from the Tarot of the Pyramids. I did want to get a energy check with pretty much one of my favorite decks ever, Tarot of the Pyramids. It's very informative. It's very beautiful. Okay, so Spirit, what? Ooh. Oh my goodness. Slippery. All right. How does pile one's person currently feel about pile one? Thank you so much, Spirit, for being here today. What's the current energy? What is the overall energy for pile one and how pile one's person is feeling about pile one? What could we learn today about pile one's feelings? Okay. So we have protection coming in at the bottom of the deck. This is card number 66. Be a little bit of Pentacles energy in this tarot deck. Card number 66. Protection. Interesting. It's a mother and her child. That might mean something for someone, but it could also be just reparenting. This person might be reparenting themselves. Who knows? Life choices. Ooh, what a beautiful, colorful card. Never got this card before. Life choices is card number 64. It is the first of the pentacles in this tarot deck, and it is a card of realizations. Life choices. Interesting. Okay, so we're going to put this over here. So what are they feeling? Life choices is coming up. That's pretty interesting. Feels very serious. This feel in the committed way, if that makes sense. All right, let's get into the tarot. So this is the Cozy Witch Tarot deck, and we are asking, thank you again, Spirit, for being here today. We're asking you, person on Pile 1's mind, how are they currently feeling for Pile 1 today? Or the current energy? So we're going to get 5 cards for this reading today, and then we're going to get some clarifiers. But how are they currently feeling about Pile 1? Person on Pile 1's mind, Spirit. How are they currently feeling about Pile 1? Ooh, okay. So we have, what is this? 2 of Pentacles coming up in reverse. This is what it looks like upright. Says, when life gets chaotic, find a way to get grounded and balanced. And it's coming up in reverse. This could be the current energy of what this person is doing. We also have the 9 of Swords, which is the energy of someone really in their mind. Look at it, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. We all get a bit carried away with our worries sometimes, hanging over like a chain above this person's head. How is this person currently feeling? The Lovers. Card number 6. This is our first major arcana, and it is Gemini energy. Card number 6. And it could have to do with the decision. That is kind of what I'm getting. But again, also the Lovers card could be very, you could be in a very romantic connection right now with this person. Could be someone that you really feel a connection with. So we're getting this in reverse. It's the Queen of Pentacles. There's no need to sacrifice. You can have it all. The Witch is in. It's like an animal, like a veterinarian. Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Someone's energy could be blocked. Now, even though we're getting 5, I'm realizing these cards are pretty big. So let me push things back a little bit if I can. Let's get one more. House. Ooh. So the World in reverse, interestingly enough, it came out upright at first, and then it just hopped out of my arm onto the ground in reverse. The World, our second major arcana, and it is card number 21, which represents like the end of a cycle. But in this case, it might be something that's in flux, something that feels like is in limbo. Is it going to end, or is it going to continue and thrive? That is the question. Yay, we did it. You did it. Now do something to celebrate a job well done. But it's in reverse. So the thing wasn't done. No one did anything yet. Is that more of the energy that I'm getting? And, with life choices coming up, this feels like a big decision. Let's see. How is this person currently feeling about you, Pile 1? Why is the 2 of Pentacles here in reverse? What is this person currently feeling? Five of Pentacles. Nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. Safe haven. Wow. Let's see, I might have to overlap it a little bit because I do want you to see the card. Okay. Wow. So this person, someone, I feel like this might be a separation of some kind. You might not be in communication with this person. Someone might be protecting themselves. I'm getting the energy of walls up, some type of barrier. And it feels like it's both of you are caught in limbo, and it's revolving around someone having to make a decision. Nine of Swords. How is this person currently feeling about how one? Another five of Swords coming up in reverse. Says you can't be right all the time. Wow, three people and a Dalmatian. But this is what this person could be in deep thought over. Something that happened in the past, conflict between the two of you. 10 of Wands, it's feeling a little burdensome. This decision that needs to be made is the energy that I'm getting. We'll get to this. Why is the Queen of Pentacles here, Spirit? How is this person currently feeling for Poem? Three of Wands. Okay. This person is feeling they're missing you. I am picking up the energy that if your energy is blocked to them or if you're not communicating, this person is really missing you. How else is this person feeling with the World coming in reverse? And we have the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Now, this is where the challenge is. What direction do they want this connection to go into? And I feel like commitment might be something that this person is thinking about, that this person is having a very difficult time making a decision on. It's weighing heavily on their mind. Bottom of the deck energy, we have the Six of Wands, but they do see a positive outcome. I do feel like they have very a good vibe, a good sense that things are going to work out, but it might not feel that way right now. So let's get into this energy real quick, okay, guys? Now, the first thing we are getting is the Two of Pentacles, which feels very imbalanced energy. This person could feel really, and also be weighing two things, what direction to go into. Now, Five of Pentacles feels like someone that has, is worried about being left out in the cold. Literally, this witch is in the cold outside of the house. And the safe haven is over here. But this witch is on the outside. Nothing is ever as hopeless as it seems. And I feel like this person is building that balance within them. They may not feel confident in giving 100% commitment right now. I feel like that is the challenge that they might be having their walls up a little bit too when it comes to grounding this connection in some way, whatever that looks like for you and this person. But the energy also is someone that is dancing with life challenges as well. I feel like this person might be going through a couple of things that might be distracting them. That's just the energy I'm getting with the Two of Pentacles right now. But I don't feel like they are down in the dumps. I do feel like they have good energy. I do feel like they are worried about you. One of the feelings that they are getting is that if your energy, which is more of the energy that I'm getting, is blocked, is disconnected from them, it could have been you that walked away, or it could be you now that is holding that, that keeping that wall down, or wall up, I should say, that you might be maintaining this disconnection or the lack of communication I'm getting for some of you. Okay, that might not be for everyone, but I do feel like this person is wondering if you will allow them back in. I am getting the energy that they feel that this might be a difficult thing for you to, you might not be their safe haven anymore. Like that, it may be blocked to them. I'm getting the energy more that you might be protecting, they may think you might be protecting yourself from them, sadly. Okay? Now they are deep in thought. Nine of Swords, and it's hanging over them like they can't they can't get out of it. I feel like they're lacking a lot of sleep. This person is up staring at the wall at 3 a.m. thinking. And they're getting carried away with this, and it feels like a lot of stress, anxiety. You know, when someone can't sleep and is having insomnia because of the thoughts that they are having in their mind, it could feel all over the place. Look at, even these swords are facing in different opposite directions. So I feel like their thoughts are all imbalanced, all over the place, scattered. They don't know what direction to go into. And they're having I feel like it's serious now, because with life choices coming up, I feel that this is big for them in their perspective. This is a big deal, which is why this is weighing heavily on their mind. Now it's coming up with another 5, and it's right next to the 5 of Pentacles. Okay. Now this could be the energy of this person really worried about what went down in the past. If they said something, if their energy was scattered, if they left you, ghosted you, or disrespected you in some way, they feel they really want to resolve this. They don't feel good about it. They feel like they went too far. And it's keeping them up at night. I'm going to be honest. Now, 5s could represent in the major arcana the Hierophant. So I'm also getting that energy of something about commitment. This person could be fearing commitment. This person could also be fearing making that decision, which could have left them in stagnant energy, which could have created some sort of conflict or challenge. And that's unfortunate. I know that could be very frustrating, and I'm just feeling that energy too, that this could be something you're healing from as far as anxious or stressful thoughts. However, currently this person is in the thick of it. Now, with the 10 of Wands and the Lovers could represent a couple of things. The energy that I'm getting is a conversation needs to be had between the two of you. I'm seeing this couple, whether you're same sex or not, it doesn't matter. Energy is energy. But I'm seeing this couple on a bench, and it looks to me as if they are having a very deep conversation about something serious. We're seeing the twinkle of the twilight. Will you or won't you? The choice is yours. So that is the energy I'm picking up on, is, life choice. Something big. And I have a feeling that, like I said, it has to do with commitment, making that decision to take this to the step it should go into. Now, we're getting the 10 of Wands coming in after this Lovers, which to me feels more like a decision. It's Gemini. Ooh, Cloud. Cloud just jumped. He made a decision to jump, and he's still having, because of his medication, is making him a little tired and a little slow. We are adjusting his meds. Anyway, he made that decision, and he made it, but it wasn't as smooth as he wanted it. And I'm getting that energy for this person, that they are really feeling like this is not something that is going to be smooth for them. What does this say? Blessed, Samhain, witches. Okay. Why make things so much more difficult than they need to be? And this could be self-imposed. Again, this could be a lot of this own person's, shadows that they have to deal with. What is keeping them blocked? Something from their past. It could also be, abandonment issues, just feeling like, before they get left, they should leave first. They may have really jumped the gun and ghosted. I feel something that they did have is really burdening them now. And that could be for some of you. Now, for a lot of you though, I do feel this connection might be in limbo. I'm getting the energy that some of you might be waiting for this person to take initiative or respond or communicate some type of decision. And I feel like this person is holding all of these, what looks like candles, and thinking about going up the stairs. This person just needs to get from point A to point B. A couple of obstacles in the way. It looks like a pretty path is ahead of them with the pumpkins, and it just looks like a very obvious path. But this person is making it complicated for themselves, and it could have a lot to do with hesitating, feeling comfortable in stuck energy. Even when I was meditating before your reading, I was getting the Two of Swords. Now, we don't see the Two of Swords coming out, but the energy of someone being stuck in choosing a path. However, I do feel like this person misses you. The Three of Wands could be someone that really does keep you close to their heart. Even like how this person is keeping this piece of paper or something in memorabilia close to their chest. So this person could be looking at old messages. They could be looking at pictures, especially if you and this person are not corresponding right now. Also getting the imagery of a dog. I believe that's a dog. Yeah. Really pretty dog. Almost like the prettiest dog. Loyalty. I'm getting the energy of this person, even though you and this person might not be communicating. This person might be really difficult in a very challenged way coming up with the decision when it comes to you. They are still loyal. You still have a place in their heart. Okay. Now we're ending with the Ace of Pentacles coming up in reverse. This could be where the confusion is, where the hesitancy is. This person is having a very difficult time making that decision to come forward, and they are in stuck energy with the World coming up in reverse. I feel like something needs to be completed. There needs to be some type of closure. A choice needs to be made. And it might, we're going to get into the Oracle, but if this person is having a very difficult taken a long time. That doesn't mean you have to wait around for this decision, but I am getting the Six of Wands at the bottom of the deck energy that I'm having a hard time picking up now. So, again, this could be this perspective of this person feeling like they are going to make a decision that's going to be good for both you and them. I am getting the energy of this person is going to want to feel aligned when this decision is made. And like I said earlier, I feel like now I'm just saying it again, but of whether or not they want to commit or take this to a logical step, or if this person is going to continue to run or stay uncomfortably disconnected from you because they're not comfortable right now. This is really stressful for them. That's how they're feeling. I'm getting that energy. It's a lot. It's very tumultuous. Even this card is so busy, and it's almost just trying to get to that destination, something that's going to be making them feel at ease, grounded. Okay, let's get into the Oracle now. So we have the Heart's Hidden Secrets, which is my go-to deck, my OG. So, Spirit, what is this person currently feeling for Pile 1 right now? What else could you tell us? Is this person currently feeling for Pile 1 right now? Let's get 2 more. Or 5. Conflicted. Yeah, that's the energy I'm getting with the Two of Swords. In this case, decisions, hot, cold, multiple choices. This person doesn't know which way or which direction to go. We're getting finality in reverse coming up after that. Do they move forward completely and leave this energy behind? They might even feel that this could be potential. You might even have a family with this person. You could have a child. There could be a child involved. If that's not the case, this could also just represent them feeling you are that loving. You do have that compassion, that nature about you that they could see potential with in that commitment. So we have trapped coming up, abandoned. That's where what we talked about earlier with abandonment issues, or just feeling like you might not accept them back in, even if they tried. That could also be where their hesitancy is, mistakes, escaping. That could be the current energy. If they are running, that could be why they are running. They are just trying to escape this. And that's not going to lead them into a quick decision. If anything, they might be avoiding this, which is why it is keeping them up at night. It's very frustrating to, read this energy, because I know when I'm in that energy how to get out of it. This person might not know how to get out of it, or they may be choosing not to get out of this energy. Pile one, and I'm sorry. That could be very in limbo, and being in limbo with someone in a situation, what is that? That term that's being thrown around, personally, I'd rather be single than be in a situation, any type of situation. It's either going to be something meaningful and real or not. Whether it takes time to develop or, not. I feel like this person is really blocking this energy from progressing. And even though, they are trying to visualize a positive ending, something to be admired, their decision, but they might be running right now. So I want to get some blossoms of wisdoms. How are they currently feeling when it comes to you? What else could we gain? Maybe some of their emotions, or how you make them feel. Also, how they feel about you currently in this energy too. So, Spirit, what flowers want to come out? The rose. Wow. Okay. Clover. Luck, simplicity. Luck. They might feel like luck is on their side when it comes, like they might feel like you were lucky for them. But that doesn't mean that they are going to make a decision based on how they feel in that sense. Okay. So just keep that in mind. Now, we did get the rose coming up. It's very beautiful. Enduring love, personal growth. The rose, this could be a single rose. This could be the energy of romantic love, but I'm also getting the energy of independent self-love. Personal growth is coming up too. With this energy, with this single rose, and this could be the feeling of this person really taking time to figure this out. Forget me not is also coming in. The lotus, wow, and the bluebell. Okay. So the lotus I've never received in a reading yet. Spiritual awakening, serenity. That could be how they view you. The lotus flower. They may view themselves in a very, hi baby. Moni is here. Moni is visiting. Hi honey. They may view you in a very beautiful way. Also, that you might have been meant to cross their path. This could be forcing them into an actualization of what path they do want to move forward in when it comes to romantic connections. I am getting the energy that they are trying to build inner strength, but they might, really be protecting themselves, blocking themselves, reparenting themselves is what we said. We're also getting autonomy at the bottom, which also feels like independent energy. Someone really trying to figure it out on their own. So forget me not could be the energy too of this could you and this person could be at a distance for a while now. We're getting eternal memory, fidelity, also the idea of loyalty. This person, even though you and this person might be at a disconnect or a separation or some type of lack of communication, they are still loyal to you. You know, I don't feel their eyes are going somewhere else. If anything, it's more independent. You know, the single rose, they're trying to cultivate self-love, self-care, reparenting themselves, especially in the decisions that they are making in life. It might not only be this decision with you, it could be more than one. We also see new horizons. This could be them looking toward the future, whether that they see you in it or not. This could be them humbling themselves. Okay, so you know we're getting a little bit of that, and I feel like most of the flowers that came out are single. This feels like it might be two, but it could also be a reflection of the past. Forget me not. So the energy also of independence. I'm getting like Nine of Pentacles energy from the flowers, guys. So how are they feeling about you? I do feel like there is stuck energy. They could be, you know, I feel like if you're feeling like you're being pulled into this energy and feeling stuck yourself, it is time to get out of it. You don't have to be in this energy with this person. You don't have to wait around. You know, this person seems to be in their own trapped energy right now. And I don't feel like it's getting any better. If they are leaning toward a decision, I feel like it's more so toward moving on independently. I'm just being honest here. If this is not something you want to hear today, I'm sorry, Pal One. Now, if this also doesn't feel like your person or the energy that you are currently in, you know, I'm going to be honest though. This person is still thinking about you. You know, if that's something, you know, that you need to hear, but it's not anything great though, because I do feel like they, you know, they're having a hard time letting you go. That's 100. That's legit. But I feel like they are, you know, stuck. They're in that energy. That doesn't mean you have to be, is my point. Okay? Let's go ahead and get your advice as we close out your reading today. Pal One. How are they currently feeling? Spirit, what is our Archangel advice that we could give Pal One for this energy? What advice? What Archangel messages? What angels need to come out? Archangel Michael. Wow. Stand in your power. Be true to yourself. You might be very in your own powerful energy. You might be also trying to find clarity, getting the energy that you are feeling sucked into this confusion. And you don't have to be. With Archangel Michael, I feel this is the message of Spirit coming in strong to say you need to be grounded in your own energy. Protect yourself, okay, when it comes to this, because you don't have to abandon your own, you know, life to be in this this stagnancy. It's not something that you could have to repeat or, you know, be in communion with. We also have Archangel Sandalphon. Tune into your divine potential. Bring the world into harmony. This could be in your own life. Tune into that, your own frequency. Maybe do something, listen to music, relax, be in serenity. I'm getting the energy of doing a guided meditation for you. Go into your divine potential. And I feel like that is Spirit saying that you've come so far in your divinity, but there's still so much more. There's never an end point. There's never a final destination. Like, this is the journey that you will continue to be on as you live your life. Now, this person might not understand that, but that doesn't mean you have to be not understanding that either, okay? Let's get your last bit of advice. archangel? Which archangel? Archangel Amethyst. Ooh, I love amethyst. I always have my amethyst right here. It's the first crystal I ever received by someone back in the day. So Archangel Amethyst, purify your life with love. Prepare for something better. I feel like amethyst helps with the home, helps like rebuild your daily. It like cleans things up. You know, I'm getting like the house of like the sixth house. You know, the house of health. Also, you know, just being in your the fourth house, like your own center. Purify your surroundings, your soul, your body, your thoughts with your own energy in life and love. Okay, prepare for something better, it's saying as well. Bottom of the deck energy, we have Archangel Jophiel. Beautiful. So much yellow. Act with wisdom. Use information for your highest good. You might be getting downloads. This could be some confirmations that were sent to you through this reading. Take it as it resonates. So I hope this helped in some way and this resonated. Pal One, let me know if it did. And I hope you're okay. I really do hope that you are gaining your own wisdom and strength, despite the confusion that may have brewed in this connection. So I really do hope that you are gaining those insights and that clarity and that peace of mind to continue moving forward and gaining that power within yourself. I wish you the best and let me know if this resonated, and hopefully I will see you again. Bye guys. Hey everyone, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this Unakite stone, and or if you chose the Wizard of Oz tarot deck, then welcome to reading pile 2. So we are asking, how are they currently feeling about you, the person that is currently on your mind? Before we get into the tarot, I wanted to pull from the Tarot of the Pyramids just to get an overall energy of how your person might be feeling currently. Which I really do find this tarot deck helpful to get that overall energy. So thank you, Spirit, for being here today for pile 2. Overall energy, pile 2's person. How are they currently feeling for pile 2, Spirit? What is the overall energy? Suffering. Oh, wow. Card number 58. In this tarot deck, believe it or not, it is wands. And the wands energy in this tarot deck is healing energy. With card number 58. You see this person holding a card. It kind of looks like a tarot card. The swirl of the full moon, the bird in the sky, someone walking. It could be the same person. It's almost giving like the 5 of Pentacles. But again, in this deck, it is wands. So suffering. Let's see what the bottom of death. Ooh, interesting. So death is a major arcana in this tarot as well. So it's card number 13. 13 is Scorpio, Mars energy. Okay. Something may have ended, you know, this, but let's see what the tarot is. But again, if this feels like the right reading, then you are at the right reading. But suffering and death could mean a lot. So I want to make sure that the right messages are coming out. So let's get into it. The tarot, the Wizard of Oz tarot, we are asking, again, regardless of whether or not you are, whatever type of connection this is. And again, this is a timeless reading as well. So the messages should resonate at the time that you come across this reading. Okay. Actually had to pause real quick because I realized, again, I didn't plug in the audio. I've been really flaky. Could be because of what's going on with my with cloud, but I am definitely tuned in though. So, Spirit, let's get into it. How does the person on pile two's mind? How do they currently feel about pile two? We're going to get 5 cards, pile two. How do they currently feel? What's going on? Okay. You can't make this up, guys. This is death coming out again. In this case, it's in reverse, but this is our first card coming out, and it's, again, the bottom of the deck energy. Death in reverse. Maybe something hasn't ended. This person might feel like they don't want to end things with this being in reverse. Again, this is card number 13, and this is Scorpio energy, is a water sign. It's cups energy. Spirit, how is this person currently feeling? What is going on? All right. 6 of bricks. This is the 6 of pentacles coming in. Hi, baby. It's Cloud. He's looking for his sister. 6 of bricks. A balance, an equal give and take of some kind. This person is feeling needs to take place, maybe. The World coming up once again in reverse, another major arcana in reverse, and it's giving the energy that this person doesn't want things to end. You know, with suffering coming up and death with the Tarot of the Pyramids, and now that we're getting these cards, I don't think this person is ready. 10 of Spears, yeah, I feel like this is imminent. You know, this is 10 of Spears is the 10 of Swords. That could really be looked at as an ending. Okay. Now, for some of you that this doesn't seem like your energy at all, this might not be your reading. Feel free to check another pile or check another reading altogether, because I am getting, you know, there's no denying it, that something is going on as far as some sort of breakup or a disconnect, a disunion. You might not be communicating with this person right now. We have 8 of Brooms. Now, this is the 8 of Wands coming in reverse. So there is no action. This feels as if it's unfinished business, though. Something hasn't been settled. The dust hasn't settled. Or we might be in the energy of the dust settling, but it doesn't feel like it has ended completely. This person is holding on. They are feeling the ending of this. They are going through it. They are suffering. I mean, that is the main energy that we are getting with the Tarot of the Pyramid. Let's get into some clarifiers, though, and then we're going to get into some specifics. But why is the death here in reverse? And we have the death coming out twice, Spirit. What does this mean? How is pile two's person currently thinking? Or feeling, I should say. How are they feeling? Okay, what is this? 7 of Cups. 7 of Cans, I believe, is Cups. It's almost like they're trying to look at all the possibilities of how they could hang on to this connection. They are trying to make a magic happen. Look at the witch trying to figure things out, look into the crystal ball and make something happen, manifest something. So the energy I'm getting, and we're going to get into more detail, but is this person doesn't not want to give up. Why is the 6 of bricks here, Spirit? How's this person? How are they feeling? Judgment in reverse. This person could have had a really difficult time understanding the perspective of equal give and take. I feel like they have to make a decision. They have to balance this connection in some way. They're having a difficult time. The World in reverse, Spirit. How is this person feeling about part 2? Whoa. We have Strength. I'm not sure, it fell on the ground, so it's very difficult to tell. Okay, and it just bounced out of my hand sideways, so we're going to take it upright. I see a pig. It's like back on the farm. Strength. Strength is Leo energy. It's ruled by the sun, but it's coming up in black and white, or I guess you could say shadow. It's not color in color. And the Strength card is being clarified by the World in reverse. The energy of this person trying to cultivate that strength in order to take action. Right now, I don't feel like there is any movement though. We have the Four of Spears. This person is definitely in deep reflection over you. They're feeling very burdened by it. I feel like they might even be looking at their own tarot readings when it comes to this energy and what's going on with you. Could be mutual. And we have the Moon coming up in reverse. Another major arcana. How many do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, that's half the cards. And then we also had major arcana coming up with the Tarot of Pyramids. And this feels like a big connection. Very meaningful. And I feel like you and this person are definitely going through a huge stressful time right now. With the Moon energy coming up. To clarify this, what is this again? The Eight of Brooms. The energy of anxiety, of someone being stuck, not wanting to move forward because they are feeling very stressed about how to move forward. We have the Ace of Brooms. The energy of someone not ready. Someone not feeling that aligned, inspired momentum to take an action forward. Okay, let's go through it. So how is this person feeling about you? Overall, this person. Now, as far as the emotional, I'm feeling very sad, down, stressful energy. I'm not getting any love or emotional energy in that sense. I'm going to be honest, not with the tarot. It's more so of the energy of, again, suffering. You and this person might be at a breakup or at a disconnect or a no contact situation of some kind. But I don't think this person wants to fully release this. I feel like something about time is of the essence. This person could really be feeling pressure. If there has been a lot of time that you have not communicated with this person, the energy I'm getting is this person is really looking at the clock, really concerned about running out of time. And that's just something I'm getting. Now, this is the Death coming up in reverse. Usually it is implying someone not either A, they're not willing to make a change, or they want to make the change because they don't want this to end, but they are not sure how to. We're getting, the clarification of Seven of Cans. This could be overwhelming energy as well. There's a lot of options. If they're weighing a lot of different outcomes, they might be attaching to different outcomes as well, trying to see like which is the best path. Now, we could get some clarifiers if we need to, as far as what are these options. The energy I'm getting really is what movement would look like if they were to come forward. And I think they're thinking of a lot of different ways that would be. But I want to make sure. So we might have to come back to this, but yeah, I do sense that they don't want to release this energy, especially if there's been a disconnect. They are holding on to this. Am I getting any love or emotional energy in that way? Not with the tarot. It feels a lot of someone more so in their thoughts, in their head, in their ego. We're getting pentacles, but we're also getting a lot of spears, which is swords. Also getting some wands with the brooms. Okay. The only cans, which is the cups that we are getting, is the Seven of Cups. And that to me feels a little like an overwhelming sensation. Now with the Seven of Bricks coming in, the energy that I'm getting is something may have been off balance. Someone may not have really seen with clarity of their, how they were in the connection. I feel like this person had a hard time, or maybe have had like blinders on, and they may not have been putting in the same energy. Something was off balance in some way. And it's almost like I'm getting someone waiting for someone to reciprocate or give that equal give and take, and it just may have been blocked, or that decision may not have really been made. I'm getting that stuck energy. But I feel like that is one of the challenges. It might have had to do with some sort of imbalance. Okay. Now we're getting the World in reverse. I find it very interesting that this is also one of those black and white shadow cards. But within this door frame is a beautiful, colorful yellow brick road. Dorothy is looking at the path. All she has to do is walk through the door to start this new beginning. The World energy is card number 21. It's Leo again. And then we're getting it in reverse, meaning that this person doesn't want to walk through that door. They don't want to end this. They want to build that courage. They want to build that strength. The pig imagery is coming up. They might feel like they did you wrong. The pig could be very sweet energy, but also like the idea of they may have been a pig, in some way, as far as hoarding, energy, energy as in your time, you're putting in the effort. They may have been taking and not giving, is what I am saying. Okay. But I feel like they're building that energy of trying to find the inspiration, the willingness, the alignment, and they're feeling a little stuck. Now we have this 10 of Spears coming up, and it's the Lion. Again, a lot of Leo energy now that I think about it. We have the World. Judgment is card number, what is Judgment? Card number 20. It's right before the World. It's a Libra energy. It's weighing options. Something is off balance. And again, it was clarified by the Six of Bricks, which usually has to do with some sort of energy exchange, but it can also have to do with finances. It is Pentacles energy, but in this reading, it feels more so of effort, time, consistency. And I feel like that is what was not balanced. Now, I feel like with this Lion, and then we got Strength, which is also Leo energy. This person could have been very a coward in some way. They may not have taken action when it mattered. I feel like they're in deep thought about it. They're reflecting on what they should have done, what they could have done. The movement they didn't take. Almost like shoulda, woulda, coulda type of energy. And it's feeling very burdensome. They're trying to find the strength to move past that in order to take action. But right now, I am sensing that they are feeling pretty stuck. We are getting the Eight of Wands or the Eight of Brooms in reverse. This is, usually fast moving energy when it's upright. It's fire energy. So I feel like this person is losing their sense of being inspired. They might be hermiting, holding themselves up. They might be really in the thick of their thoughts, in their head, over this connection. It's causing a lot of suffering. It's causing a lot, too much thinking, too much thoughts could really be toxic energy, to be honest. In the bottom of the deck energy is Ace of Brooms. Again, more wands, Ace of Wands coming up in reverse. And we're getting the energy again of someone just not feeling that creative spark. They may feel, where they're not ready. They might feel very weak. They're going through it, especially if this has been recent. Okay, now the Knight of Spears is coming up right after that with the Five of Cans. They're really regretting. They're going through remorse. They might be really seeking information on you. They might want to communicate. Knight of Spears feels like a card of communication, but I almost feel like a regret is coming through. Almost, with the Five of Cans being right after that. The idea of what they didn't communicate is now coming into deep reflection, is now being deeply regret. Whoa. Okay. Hopefully that made sense. I wanted to get all the messages. They were coming very fast, but the energy, this person is really almost feeling like it's emergency mode. Like the sirens are going off. They are really freaking out. I think what they're worried about is losing you officially, because I don't think they want that to be. Now, they are not in their emotions, I will be honest. I'm seeing a lot of ego. I'm seeing a lot of thoughts, subconscious thoughts as well. They could be really stuck in their suffering when it comes to you. I think a lot of what they are thinking about is their own mistakes, what they, like I said earlier, what they didn't do that they wish they had the strength to do. It might have been like the right person, wrong time. That could resonate for some of you. All right. Let's get into the oracle. I wanted to come up with some more details with the Heart's Hidden Secrets, which is my tried and true oracle. So, Spirit, thank you again for being here today for Pile 2's energy, especially if you're going through it, Pile 2. I'm sorry if this is a breakup. I could only imagine that this could be really tough. And this person is feeling it. If they're showing you that they're moved on or they are doing great, that's a lie. They haven't really moved on. They're still in the thick of it. All right. Let me get into it, Spirit. How are they currently feeling about Pile 2? Person on Pile 2's mind. How are they currently feeling? Let's get a few. Get one more. Okay. Longing. I could see that, craving, aching, wanting. This person might be really looking at, you behind the scenes, trying to find information. They might be obsessing over you a little bit too. And again, this all could be something that they're not showing you. Okay, so we got longing. Time. Yeah, I'm really getting the energy of time. Where did we talk about that? With the Death card. Because of this hourglass coming up, that really was something I feel like this person is really getting a couple of messages. One message that I'm getting is divine timing was at play. Again, this could have been the right person, wrong time, or vice versa. The right time, wrong person. It depends on how you look at it. Depends on who this person is for you in this connection. I do think for most of you, though, it is someone that you are considering meaningful. We do have a lot of major arcana coming out for this reading as well. Now, another message I'm getting is this person is feeling a little stressed and anxious when it comes to time. I did want to get some clarifiers for the Seven of Cups, which now that I think about it, we might have to backtrack a little bit. But waiting cycles moments, they might feel pressure. This might be where their stress is. They're not taking any action, but almost like time is slipping away and they feel like they may have to, or else you will be gone forever. Something like that. I'm getting that energy. Ooh, lusting. I mean, whoa, that's the passion. There's some passionate energy. This could be the longing, a little bit of obsessing, especially if this person is in the thick of their head, in their mind, in their thoughts. I wouldn't be surprised if they also have those fantasies. Sexual energy, non-committal, forbidden. Now, non-committal, that may or may not be the energy, but I really do think it's just the passion of obsessing over thinking about someone. They might feel very strong chemistry. You could it could be both ways, you know. It feels like there's that energy, especially with all the major arcana. Then we got divine feminine. Whoa. They could really view you as someone that they're really attracted to. It could be your energy, it could be your physicality. You could be the yin to their yang. This could be a divine counterpart. Take it as it resonates. Now, I did want to backpedal a little bit. Why is the Seven of Cups here, Spirit? What is this? The energy I was looking at is the different types of ways they can move forward when it comes to you, like the possibilities. They're looking at all the possibilities. Like, maybe I could text, maybe I could do this, maybe I could send out. Like, that's the energy I was picking up, but I want to make sure. So why is the Seven of Cups here? What is this? And again, it's right under the Death in reverse. So what are they thinking about? What is the Seven of Cups energy, Spirit? How are they feeling? Could you tell us? Five of Cups coming up. Yeah. Whoa, this really did want to come up, okay? Something about regret and regretting their actions. So I really do feel like they are trying to figure out a way to fix it. And they're having a difficult time with Judgment coming up in reverse next to this energy, okay? Bottom of the deck, the Hanged Man. They're having a hard time finding or gaining that perspective. They might be in overload with their thoughts. Seven of Cups energy, I do feel like the imbalance. And again, if they are obsessing over this, over you with their thoughts, that could also be causing a lot of suffering, regardless of what type of thoughts, especially even if they are fantasizing. You know, and I've been there too. There's only so much you could fantasize over someone before it starts getting really frustrating because it's not real. You know, even if you're playing in the 5D with someone, and I'm pretty sure I have been in the 5D with someone before, okay? It's, you know, when you have that connection with someone, it's an unsaid, it's hard to explain. The point is, it's not good enough. You realize that's not good enough. That's not real. I mean, it is and it isn't. It depends on your perspective. And, you know, 5D could be very real, you know, but you know what I mean? Maybe. The point I'm trying to make is it's just sometimes not good enough. Okay? Your imagination could only take you so far. But really, I think this person is realizing that this is not satisfying. And that's kind of where the stuck action is in moving forward. So let's get into some more Oracle. Blossom of Wisdom, Spirit. What else could you tell us about this person's energy? How are they feeling about pile 3 right now? What flowers? What flowers? What energy? How are they feeling? Okay. Wow. It's so interesting how sometimes the same type of flowers come out. Because look at how these flowers are like long and they branch out. This one too, so we have lavender, tranquility, serenity, finding strength, finding peace, trying to connect with spirit. We got purple. We also got yellow coming up, which feels very summery. Oh my God, I have never gotten this flower before. I'm just realizing this right now. Ginkgo? Ginkgo. Sorry, for those of you that are green thumbs and really are into plants and flowers, I love flowers, but I'm not really well learned or well versed. This deck is actually helping me learn more about flowers. And now that I got cats who are very curious and will eat anything, I can't really get flowers, unfortunately. But yellow again, ginkgo, ancient knowledge, longevity. Someone that doesn't want to end things. The longevity of this could be someone that you've had a lot of history, a lot of time with as well. This could be a spiritual connection. And again, only take it as it resonates. I don't want to hype anyone up. Some people get really mad in the comments, like, oh, you know, labeling things. So I don't want to put a label on this, but this could be something very spiritual for some of you. bravery is coming up, encouragement, with the strength being here. I feel like that's the energy this person is trying to manifest for themselves. I do think they want to move forward with you. Okay? But they are in their head, they are stuck, but they are feeling the urgency, the sense of urgency. Time is not in their favor right now for some reason. We're getting strength again, strength of character, integrity, gladiolus, glad, trying to appreciate what they once had with you. I think they're starting to realize that now. Barrage, kind of feels like a wall. But a lot of, so we have G's, L, B. I don't know why I'm looking at letters right now, but I don't know. That can mean something for some of you. But let's get into your advice before we leave your reading today. Pile 2. So we are using the Archangel Oracle. And I want to just, with this energy, Spirit, what Archangel, what energy, what advice can we give Pile 2 as this person is, trying to build their own strength to move forward in your direction? Whether or not you should wait for this person, that's never something I would recommend. Always live your life. Always be present. Be in the moment. But again, this is a general reading, so a lot of your connections with this person could look very different. So regardless, it's always going to be up to you whether this person is the person that you are going to reconnect with or give a second chance to. But this person definitely wants this. They haven't let you go. They feel very passionate about you to the point where they are suffering. Like, this is really they're in their head about it. It's almost like a dark night of the soul type of energy. So let's move on to your advice. Let's tune into your advice, Spirit. For Pile 2, what Archangel for Pile 2, what does Pile 2 need to see or hear today? Let's get to bottom of the deck. Bottom of the deck, we have Archangel Azrael. Wow. She's holding a baby, caring for something, nurturing something. It's time to let go, prepare for change. Wow. This feels like the energy of nurturing your inner self, like giving yourself your own love. I see the infinity sign. This could be a cycle with this person that, this connection could be pretty meaningful, but I feel like the energy of this archangel coming up to say, let it go. If it's causing you to stress and have your own anxious and be stuck in your own mind, that is what you need to let go. If this person is coming back in, that could be where the change is happening. Archangel Jeremiel, learn from your challenges, relax, and trust. Trust. Look at this beautiful white dove. Is it a dove? With, it's a sign of peace. And a lot of purple in this archangel has a lot of purple. Jeremiel, learn from your challenges. So this is, advice Spirit is saying for you to, take this time on your end to learn and release what you could release from this past energy with this person, especially if there's been some sort of ending or challenge or disconnect. You don't want to repeat the same cycle. You don't want to be stuck in that cycle over and over again. And I feel like this person also realizes they don't want to be stuck. That's why they're trying to build their own strength, but they may take a while. So I feel like Spirit is saying for you, it's important for you to get into your power, to get into your peace. Okay? We have Seraphina. Ooh, this is a big one. Be an ambassador for Earth. Build your bridge to Source. Wow, you might be very, very on your own spiritual growth. And I do feel like if you have gone through some sort of spiritual awakening or some sort of deep, sense of spiritual homecoming with your own soul. Your person on your mind isn't there. They're in the thick of their own ego. Whereas you are not. I'm getting more of the energy that you're a lot farther in your spiritual growth. But I feel like that is the message for you, to keep on your path, to stay in your stillness, to release what you need to release, so that if this person comes forward with change, with strength, that you will meet this person where they are at. Now, if this person comes to you with the same energy that has led to this suffering to begin with, then that will be the same cycle over again. So always use discernment. Wow. Okay, pile 2. I hope this made sense for you and resonated. If you stayed this long, then I'm sure that this made sense to you in some way. And I really do hope that you gained some insights with this person that is currently on your mind. And I hope that this helped you, and I hope to see you again. Let me know if what's going on in this connection, and hopefully I know I'm just repeating myself. It's like hard for me to let you go. It's like the death card in reverse. Like I don't want to leave you. Pile 2, neither does this person. So that's like the main thing I'm getting. That being said, we're going to end it here. Bye, guys. Hey, everyone, and welcome to your reading. If you chose this Euperlite stone, and or if you chose the Dungeons and Dragons tarot deck, then this is your reading. I did want to pull a quick energy check-in with the Tarot of the Pyramids. We are asking how this person on your mind is currently feeling about you. I really wanted to get a good sense, an energy check-in, so that you know it's the right reading for you for the most part. Thank you for being here today. And again, keep in mind this is a timeless reading. So whenever you come across this reading, the messages should resonate. Thank you as well, Spirit, for coming in for pile 3. Okay. How does pile 3's person currently feel about pile 3, Spirit? What's the overall energy? What do we need to see right now for the tarot? Autonomy. Whoa, I'm like fumbling. I'm going to be honest, this is giving a little bit of Pentacles energy. Now, card number 63 is, in this tarot deck, still a Wands card. It's actually the last of the Wands. And then Pentacles begins with card number 64. But the energy that I'm getting whenever I've seen this card just recently, autonomy, is 9 of Pentacles. It's independence, single. So I'm curious of what this means, but someone that is finding that feeling of, gosh, where's my dictionary? Autonomy, that feeling of growth, self-growth, knowing that oneself, okay? Bottom of the deck energy is Temperance. Ooh, a major arcana coming up for you. This is card number 14. All the major arcanas are still included in this interesting tarot deck, the Tarot of the Pyramids. And Temperance is Sagittarius. It's a fire sign. Pouring into one's own cup. Balancing something. Autonomy. I'm curious. Now, if this is sounding like the energy, or if you're curious too, what does this have to do with the person on your mind, how they're feeling? This could be their energy. This could be your energy. This could be the energy of the reading. Let's find out. So, Spirit, thank you again for being here today for pile 3. So we are asking you, the person on pile 3's mind, regardless of whatever connection they are in, how is the person on their mind? How are they feeling about pile 3 right now currently? What is overall energy? We're going to get 5 cards. Then we're going to get some clarifiers. Spirit, How is this person feeling for pile 3? Oh my gosh, the devil. Now, the devil card is card number 15. And the devil is Capricorn energy. Capricorn energy is earth. It's pentacles. But it's earth sign. Look at that devil holding the cup of blood. Okay. Wow. I got like transformed into a different realm. Maybe because we are using the Dungeons and Dragons. I love Dungeons and Dragons. All right, we got the Chariot coming up, card number 7. This is Cancer energy. This is a water sign. So we have water sign. With Cancer, we also, again, have Capricorn. 2 major arcana. 3, if we're including Temperance. Wow. What's going on? Who is this person? What are they feeling toward pile 3? I'm curious now. You have my attention. Queen of Wisdom. Now, the wisdom in this deck is no other than Cups. So the Queen of Cups. How are they feeling about you? They really do see you in a very sensual, seductive way. Even just the imagery of this card, it's very beautiful. It's giving like Ivy, the DC comic. It's one of the Batman movies. Let me know in the comments if you know who I'm talking about. 10 of Wisdom, 10 of Cups. Oh my goodness, guys, wow. So this is interesting that autonomy and temperance is coming out. I almost feel like between this person and you both, or this person has gone through so much healing that they are completely attracting and manifesting someone as beautiful as you. It's almost like they've gone through this healing, their own sense of self, and I feel like they're really, really obsessing over you. We got Strength in reverse, another major arcana. So we have a lot of major arcana coming out right out the gate, guys. Okay. Strength is Leo energy, and it is card number 8. It's Sun energy. It's coming up in reverse. Almost like this person is too close to the sun. They're getting burned. They may need a little bit of distance. Maybe that's the energy. Let's see. The Devil. Now, we can't ignore the Devil. Again, it's card number 15, major arcana. It's the first card that came out for your reading, pile 3. How is this person currently feeling about you? Why is the Devil here? Let us know. 4 of Charisma. Wow. Now, Charisma is Pentacles energy. So, in other words, 4 Pentacles. But it's being represented by a dragon, a fire. A dragon, represents fire energy, but this is Pentacles. Now, the 4 of Pentacles is ruled by the sun. So that could be where the fire energy is, but it is Capricorn, which again is grounded energy, earth energy, Pentacles. Okay, if that makes sense. Some of you understand all of that, but the energy of someone placing so much value with you. This person is very addicted and obsessed. We're probably going to have to get some clarifiers for the Devil energy, because that is big energy. And especially someone holding on almost obsessively. Let's see. Why is the Chariot here, Spirit? How is this person currently feeling about pile 3? 10 of Strength. Okay. Now we're getting to a little bit of, the Strength card is Wands. But now we're getting to a little bit of the energy of this is starting to be a little bit burdensome. This person could be coming in really fast. It might be feeling a little bit too attached. Let's see. Queen of Wisdom. Why is the Queen of Wisdom here, Spirit? How is this person feeling about Valkyrie? We have the Seven of Wisdom, Seven of Cups coming up. They may think you have a lot of options. This person feels that you are beautiful, very attractive, very magnetic, very sexy. And I'm getting the energy that they think that you might have a lot of suitors, a lot of attention. I also feel like they're feeling a little bit overwhelmed. They may be fantasizing a lot about you. I'm getting a lot of addictive energy. Okay. Now we have the 10 of Wisdom. This is the 10 of Cups. This is very beautiful energy. This person is not only feeling the passion, but we're getting cups. Wisdom is coming up a lot. This person has some very deep feelings for you, I'm sensing. Okay. Which I haven't gotten in the earlier readings. A lot of it was different type of energy, but we're getting a lot of passion, but we're also getting a lot of emotion, and it's feeling very almost desperate. But let's see what the rest of the cards tell us. 10 of Wisdom, and it's being clarified by the 5 of Strength. Wow. Now the Strength card is again Wands, competition. Maybe like they had to fight for you, or they are trying to get your attention in some way. They're trying to compete for your attention. They might be coming in really hot, very strong. They're okay. Why is the Strength here in reverse? How do they feel? Justice in reverse. That's interesting. They may have fumbled something. I feel like they could have put too much pressure on this and came in too fast, too strong. And I feel like it could have been your energy that pulled away, or there was something that caused someone to back off a little bit and reassess. And I feel like this person obviously is not going to give up. We got the Star coming in at the bottom of the deck, another major arcana. The Star is card number 17. It's Aquarius. Aquarius is air energy. Okay. And it's the Star, like a wish fulfillment, a wish come true. They see you as someone bright, someone that they really do admire you. They really do have some hope when it comes to this connection. You might currently be in a connection with this person. That could make sense. And both of you are really, really feeling codependent right now, which might be why autonomy is coming up. That maybe you are at a point, you or this person could be this person that you might sense is holding back or taking a moment. And it could be because they are feeling so much passion and fast forward energy that they are now like trying to take a breather. Okay. This is really coming in strong. So if this doesn't feel like your energy with this person, this might not be your reading. Feel free to check another pile. But let's go through the energy. And I definitely want to get a clarifier for the Devil. So we have the Devil coming out, guys. I mean, dude, that's Capricorn energy could be very practical. I feel like this person is really, almost like a vampire thirsting for blood. But this Devil has a whole cup filled with blood, but they're still looking at you. Or this Devil is still looking in the direction of what they are wanting. Almost like they want to offer you this cup of blood. Bring you over to the dark side in a way. Okay? Wow, that was interesting. It's like a whole story. Now we got the Dragon, the 4 of Charisma, which is the 4 of Pentacles coming up. This card really represents something of value. Now, in some readings, it could mean valuing or hoarding money, being very stingy, being very, proud when it comes to materialism, holding on tight to that type of energy. But that I'm not feeling material wealth. I'm feeling energetically, this person is really obsessing, almost like addictive energy when it comes to you. I'm getting a very strong sense, but I want to get And then remember that the hope was at the bottom of the deck energy for this reading. Clarifier for the devil. We have to. Why is the devil here, Spirit? 3 of Strength. Oh, so 3 of Strength is the 3 of Wands. Okay, and this person is knowing exactly what they want. They could be yearning for you. Again, like even when they're not with you, I'm getting that energy that it's giving addictive energy. This person can't take their eyes off of you. Let's get one more card. How is this person feeling? Why is the devil here? Person Path 3 signs. 9 of Intelligence. It's getting very toxic. Intelligence is swords. So this person is in their head about it. We also got the Eye. You know, it's like their third eye awareness. It's giving a little bit of this person is really trying to stay conscious, but they're getting too much in their head about you because they are obsessively thinking about you. When someone is has someone on their mind, even if it feels good and it's good energy, anything in excess is not healthy. And that phrase, that belief has stuck with me for many years because I have an addictive personality. You know, I'm a Leo. Whether that's a Leo quality or not, me personally, I love to gamble. I do have an addictive, I've had some addictions in the past that I've released. So again, I get that energy because if you are so super in your mind about something that you are addicted to, it could start feeling very toxic, very unhealthy. Okay, that's where the 9 of Intelligence is coming in. So I think that's where this person is struggling a little bit because they are feeling very deep, very passionate, very meaningful, and they're trying to find them. They're trying not to lose themselves. This could also be your energy too. Okay. Let's see. We have the Chariot and the 10 of Strength coming up. Again, the Strength is Wands energy. Fast forward movement. I feel like there was a lot of energy directed toward you or being directed toward you that are starting to feel overwhelming now. This person might be pulling back if they haven't already. You know, if you're feeling like this person is really giving too much, being too extra, I feel like this person is starting to sense it too. They may have been unconscious, but I feel like they're waking up to this. You might like it. I don't know. You know, that could be you might really like that kind of attention. But if you're sensing this person is now pulling back the reins of this super fast developing connection, it's only because they're feeling a little bit of that toxic energy because of the addiction. Okay, you might be sensing it too. So let's move on. We have the Queen of Cups coming up with the 7 of Cups. I did want to get clarifier for why the 7 of Cups is coming up, which is the wisdom in this deck. Okay, are they fantasizing? Are they in their minds about you? Do they think you have that there's competition? Do they think you have a lot of people? What is the energy, Spirit? It's reversal, death. They do not want this energy to end. They don't want to lose your energy. Let's see, what else? What? 2 of Charisma, 2 of Pentacles. Balancing the energy. They could be really, really, really feeling a lot. And it is bubbling all up in them. You know, like the 7 of Cups. It's just a lot of energy, a lot of different options, a lot of different fantasies, a lot of someone being in their mind. And this person is trying to balance it. They're trying, and they're having a difficult time because your energy is very, very magnetic to them. They are really feeling beautiful energy from you. They don't want to be, you could be pulling back too. We're getting the 5 of Pentacles or the 5 of Charisma in reverse coming at the bottom of the deck. Someone could be pulling back energy. And someone could be really sad or regretting some of the actions, especially if someone came in too strong. But 10 of Wisdom, it is giving a lot of happiness. It's giving a happy ending, someone that sees the potential in something that's long lasting, something that could be in the future energy type of vibes. But we're getting it with the Five of Strength. And that could be a little bit where, like, the energy of change, something needs to be transformed in order to get to the 10 of Cups, is the energy that I'm feeling. Something is brewing. Okay. And I feel like this energy too with the Five of Strength is someone that is competing. This person may feel like they are competing with others, or they may feel like they need to compete for your attention, or it could be vice versa. They could feel your energy as if you are coming in very strong, wanting them to see you, like giving the energy of not being missed. Gosh, what am I trying to say? Someone trying to put themselves out there as the center of attention so someone else could be looking. Maybe posting something so that you could see if this person is liking a lot things. I don't know. Some of you may needed to have heard that, but I feel like I'm going off trail. So let me bring it back in. We do have the Strength coming in reversed with the Justice, which I thought was pretty interesting. I want to see why that is. What needs to be set right? What is this person feeling about when it comes to pile 3? Why is this energy here? The Lovers in reverse. Something went wrong. I feel like there may have been an ending, and it could have been someone may have felt the energy of feeling too codependent. It was too needy. Someone else was being too extra, and someone needed more balance. The Temperance coming in at the bottom too. Like someone just needing to distance themselves just to, get that energy of balance. Okay, wow. I feel like this was like almost a volcano erupting so fast that someone got burned a little bit. It's such strong energy. Kind of want to get into the Oracle and see, the Magician coming up in reverse. Someone could be holding back right now. If you're sensing it's from this person, it's because of this. It's too much. It's a lot. They need a moment. It's like they're too close to the sun. If that makes sense. Okay. Wow. Pile 3. You must have it going on. Let's see what the Oracle says. How is this person feeling? We're going to get into the heart's hidden secrets. Let me pause real quick. Hang on, guys. I had to drink water. I usually have a hard time taking sips during recording. I don't know why. It's like my OCD or something. I don't want you to hear me swallow. Is that weird? Sorry. For that random moment. Okay, let me get back into it. So I'm excited actually to see what messages come up with this Oracle, because my favorite Oracle. Heart's Hidden Secret, Spirit. What could you tell me? What could you tell us actually? Any other details? What's going on? How is this person currently feeling? Got a few clues in the tarot for sure. Okay. Confusion is coming up at the bottom of the deck energy. Uncertain, unclear, unsure. One of you or both of you could be feeling this, but again, since we're checking in with how they are currently feeling about you, I'm getting more of the energy of you might be taking a step back, or you might be now you might be taking a step back. If they distance themselves, you might be matching their energy, and now this, someone is confused here. It could probably be this person, but it could also be you. Now we're getting 1 day and second chance. This might be where the Justice in reverse is coming up. For some of you, this could be someone from your past. that you are wondering will come back in. That could have been the energy that you were in when you were with this person. It could have felt very fast, could have felt super, and it burned out. It came in so quick and it left as just as quick. For some of you, that might resonate. So we have obscurity. One or both of you, could be this person, it could be you, is being a little bit more mysterious, is being a little bit more blocked with their energy, trying to find the autonomy, trying to get back to self. Now, if it is this person that is a little bit distancing, I really am getting the energy pile 3 that it's only because they don't want to get burned. It's a lot. It's excessive. And even though they're feeling it and they're feeling the joy, they're feeling the happiness, we're having a lot of beautiful energy, but it's also with the devil. It's could be addictive. Like it's almost like drugs. You want your hit. You want to keep communicating. You want to keep excessively texting someone or talking to someone. But at a certain point, it's too much. And that could be for some of you that are dealing with that energy, okay? Also getting karma coming up. Now, for some of you, this could resonate. This person, consequences, cause and effects, depths. This person or you could be feeling like this is a lesson that needs to be learned in some way. I'm getting the energy for someone. Okay, let's get into the blossoms of wisdom and see what flowers come out for you. I'm curious, I'm interested to see. I feel like we're getting a couple of different scenarios here. I think some of you may be at a disconnect, may not have communicated with this person, and may have burnt out, but there's still an energy that exists between the both of you. So I feel like some of you might resonate with that. I'm also getting for others of you, could be currently communicating with this person, and it could be feeling very excessive. Could be your energy that is wanting to take a step back or feeling a little bit of that toxic energy, or it could be this person that is trying to bring more justice into this connection by pulling the brakes on in some way, tempering this in some way. All right, Spirit, what could we learn? Any other details with the Blossom of Wisdom Oracle for Pal 30 Spirit? Listening to the birds. It's like dusk when I'm filming. I usually don't film this late, but it's pretty romantic. It feels very romantic at this time. This is post dinner, and both the cats, Cloud Strife and Moon, are napping behind me in bed. They're so cute. Okay. Datura, maybe I have gotten this far, but I don't remember the word. Insight, change. Someone is gaining that insight. Okay. Spirit, how is this person currently feeling? Ginkgo, this came up. Ancient knowledge, longevity. Wow. This does feel like a pretty meaningful connection. I'm not going to lie. We had a lot of major arcana coming up for you guys. And, well, yeah, right out the gate, And I do feel like a lot of it has to do with the fact that this might be someone that you are learning a lot from, gaining that knowledge. Could be a karmic connection that you are releasing. It could have felt like the best thing in the world, and it may have burnt out really quickly. I don't know if that resonates for some of you. Getting yellow, white. And now we're getting, what is this? Foxglove. I feel like someone is very attractive, foxy. Growth, insight, more insight coming up twice. Growth, change. Someone is needing to change. It could be your energy, but it could also be this person. Depends on the connection, like we talked about. Amaryllis, pride, strength. We're getting an array of colors. an array of types of flowers too. Let's get one more and then the bottom of the deck before we get into your advice. How is this person feeling? Basil. Clarity, protection. Wow. This person might be trying to gain that insight, and they may be going through some sort of growth. They could also be experiencing some type of evolution. We're getting an array of colors. It's feeling like a rainbow. That might mean something for someone. It could be the energy of change, of the rainbow coming up after a stormy weather. Someone may have seen a rainbow recently. That could be for some of you too. And then we're ending with monkshood, mystery, protection, more mystery. Someone in this connection is being very standoffish, maybe a little bit more independent, a little bit more hermiting. I think the energy of someone just wanting to gain that growth, their insight. Could be you, it could be this person, it could be both of you that are evolving. And a lot of that could have to be doing it alone. Sometimes that's the energy. Some people go through growth in a partnership, but a lot of people go through growth of doing it alone. So, autonomy feels like that is where the energy of this connection is. But also I'm getting the energy of that obsession, that addiction. Both of you, especially this person, still feels it. I'm getting that it's mutual, that you're feeling it too, but I could be wrong. But I do feel like this person has felt it so strongly that it burned them. They were so close to the sun, they didn't know how to shade their eyes, and they were blinded in some sense. And it's almost like they're trying to gain that insight. Hunk in the background for confirmation. So, don't take it personal is the energy I'm getting. I feel like if you came in hot and strong, that's just what was meant to happen. There's no regretting any of your actions. If I'm feeling like some of you might have thought this. So some of you may have to hear that. There's no regretting it. Everything unfolded exactly the way it was meant to. And I know that you felt a very strong bond with this person. This person feels it too. I feel like it was meant to be, but I also feel like, whatever type of spiritual connection this may be, a soulmate, karmic, your divine counterpart, whatever you might identify with, whether you do or not identify with that type of connection. The idea is both of you, but especially this person, is evolving, is changing, is seeing the brighter side of things. Now let's get into your advice. Pile 3. Wow, I'm feeling my sacral chakra, man. You and this person, even if you were never physical with this person, I'm just getting very strong fire energy, and also cups, like a lot of emotion, a lot of passion, like the best of both worlds. It felt loving and passionate, and one of you or both of you could be feeling confused, depending on whose energy is being pulled away. And if this person pulled away their energy, which I'm getting is for most of you, you could be feeling like, why? What happened? It's so good. Why would this happen? Like wondering, why would this happen? Because the energy feels so great. This is why it was too much, too fast, too soon. And something needs to be balanced into reality, into the 3D. Okay, let's get your advice. Pile 3. Whoa. Dude. Oh my God. Spirit. What is that energy? What is that advice? Okay. I'm getting such energy of brightness. Okay, so we have Archangel Aurora. I can't stop smiling either. Regardless of where you are at in this connection, there is some good energy surrounding the two of you. I'm going to be honest. I do feel like this was meant to be in some way. You and this person, I do feel like there might be a reunion in your future if you are in separation. If this person or you are pulling away, I feel like there is going to be a reconnect, a second chance. Okay, I'm just going to say it. That's the energy I'm feeling. It's feeling very positive. Okay, even if you might not be able to see it, I am getting a lot of vibrant energy of a beautiful ending, a happy, joyful union. Okay, so, and some of you might already be in that union. So that would make sense. Okay. Now Archangel Aurora, welcome new beginnings. Let the sun shine in your life. Yes. Now this feels like Leo energy with the sun, but it could also just be fire energy just in between the two of you in general. But one or both of you could have a fire sign in your moon or sun. So take that as it resonates, but wow. Okay. Archangel Muriel, and it says, trust your own wisdom, have faith in your psychic impressions. Whatever spiritual path you're on in this self-healing journey, especially for those of you that are in a separation, I could feel you're going through it, but wow, you are also gaining that balance. This feels like the moon energy, with the moon being here. I am filming during dusk. Like the moon energy I feel it. Gosh, what? Whoa, okay. So we are going to be heading into full moon energy next week. Time sensitive. Okay. So let's trust your own wisdom. Gosh, I don't know. I went into that energy. Some of you, that might be a confirmation. Moon energy in some way. Now we also got Archangel Roquiel. Enter higher planetary service. Be a blazing light. Dude, you are shining so bright. Pal 3, you're making me smile. I cannot stop. And I'm a Leo, so I already have that energy within me, but I feel like you are like magnetizing my own energy. I feel like I just got a shot of adrenaline or something. And so again, if you are in separation with this person, I feel like you are amazing. Pile 3. I could feel it. And whatever it is that you are healing on yourself, your journey of self, your spiritual journey, I feel like it is gaining strength. That could be what could magnify or magnetize this person towards you, because the energy that they are feeling toward you is so passionate and loving. It's like addictive. Okay. Archangel Azrael, it is time to let go, prepare for change. This is coming out whenever you're on the precipice of change. This, especially if you're in separation, this person could be coming back in. This could be happening sooner than you think, or you could be coming back into this person. Now, some of you could already be in a connection with this person, and this connection could be evolving into something more deeper for those of you that are currently in a connection. But some of you that aren't talking or communicating, I feel like that is going to change sooner rather than later, because the healing is or has taken place, and someone is going to want to win this person, I feel, is going to want to win you back. Okay, they're going to want to set things right. Okay, for some of you needed to hear that. Wow, pile 3. Let me know if this made sense or resonated. And gosh, I hope I see you again. This energy, I feel like it's gonna last well into the evening. Time sensitive, because again, it is starting to get a little dark, and it's feeling very strong. Okay, whoa. I need to relax. I need to go meditate. All right, bye guys. See you next time.